Hello fellow reef keepers, Kent here. Just thought I'd do a quick, I always say that, quick, it's never quick, update of my Fluval M90. At the minute, as you can, I've got my lens on my camera, so it looks very white at the moment. So I would say that if the lights were on white, this is what I would normally look at. You can see the very black background. It's quite a true colour of the Malco rock and the aragonite and the bit of sand I've blended in here. But I've put the lens on so you can see it without the blues. So I've basically taken out all the blues. If I was to take off this lens, that is pretty much as I can see it now. Okay, without the glare. There's like a blue hue to it. So I'm going to put it on this because I don't think the blue, you can see it properly with the blue. There you go. So anyway, it is on the blue, the lights, so I've changed it with the lens. So I just thought I'd give you an update. Lots and lots has changed with my Fluval M90 since I set it up a couple of weeks ago. Obviously, my first video, I think the skate, I put video with the skate. I can't even remember. I don't know if I did or not. But anyway, I left the skate for a week, and last night I touched it, and lo and behold, I changed it. So anyway, I kind of done it like a floating skate there with a hole through there, a rock, an independent rock on its own there to hide the wave maker, and then I've redone this. Now what was in my mind, what I've done is, I did like the skate before. Now I'm trying to think ahead, so I'm not thinking of this rock in the future, because that's not what I'll see, is it? That's not the ultimate. The ultimate is what's going to be on top of it and what's going to be in front of it. So I changed it last night to whim. So now I've got lots of space in front, and I'll show you from a top view at the minute, because it was more central, pulled down the central. So when you looked up, the actual rock was in the centre. Now it doesn't look like there's much space in front there, does it? There weren't a lot before. So anyway, I changed it. So a quick overview. Light's still the same. I've changed the rock. I put the aragonite crushed coral in bottom, and then I thought I'd get a bag of a £5 bag of sand just to soften it up. So in this area it looks a bit beachy, sandy and beachy. I thought I might get a nice goby and a pistol shrimp that will make home in there. So there's my reasoning there. Another tweak I've made, if I go to the back, I think I already did this. There's a dip pipe there with a little bit of tubing so it don't siphon. So it comes up there, comes up that bend, down there and down there into my return. Now obviously what I've done, I've stuffed where my wear plate is, well, an angle plate. I'm thinking of buying one, so I can adjust the levels. I've just wedged floss. Now what I've done, look, I've found a piece of plastic and made my own wear plate, because what I was finding was I couldn't get the level right in the tank. So where you've got the, not hatchet, but where it's frosted, the actual water level was before and it was bugging me. Now it's about 5 mil above, look, you see it? It's a lot better. So when it waves, look, you can't see it, but there's like a, see it going up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and it does that like a seesaw, only a little bit. So yeah, put that lower, so it's putting down there. It's on W1, which is basically a quick wave up and down. It's on full, and it's on a fast cycle, you know what I mean? So that's that. I've, and that's blasting down the back. Now what I've noticed, and I've got to go a grip of this, is because the wave maker's at the back, it's blown it, look. Which I don't mind. I've just got to get used to leaving it to settle now. I'm happy with Escape, I'm leaving it, I'm not going to touch it at all now. I've got to just see what happens there, look. See, it's all mounted like a mound at the back, look, and that's where the wave maker is blowing all the stuff forward. But it's settled now, so I'm just going to leave it. There's nothing I can do. You've got to think, that's the bottom of the sea, for example. You can't keep making it how you want it. So now I've got my Escape right. Now I've got me, I'm happy with the base. I love the colour. I'm happy with the tweaking that I've done in there. So I'm going to leave that now. That's set up. One thing I might do, I might just get a couple of proper wear plates that I can hook on here so I can adjust it up and down a little bit to get the level right. Oh, and I've put the Vivid random flow generator on. That's the 1/2 inch one. Great bit of kit. That is what's giving that movement there. So I've got that doing that. So instead of the return pump going up and blasting out just in one direction, you know, just straight across, that randoms it, and it makes the water, it changes the water pattern. If you watch it, stops, go again, look. And that's not that it stops, it's just the pattern changes. So when that stops at the top, it probably blowing at the bottom. There you go. And it's an awesome bit of kit. Expensive, 25 quid a pop. Now, so that's in the tank. I've got my first inhabitant, little feather duster, look, that I've taken out. Taken out my main tank. That's the first bit of live stuff that I've got in there. And also what I've done, I've got some rock from my tank upstairs, and all the coralline algae I've scraped off, put it in a dish, and I've just sprinkled it inside here. So that's in the tank. I am thinking of putting some coral in soon as well. Oh, I'm thinking of moving my 2 damsels. I've got 2 Springer's damsels, only tiny little fish, they're only about 1/2 inch big. I'm thinking of putting them in, but I didn't yet. So dropping down below under the hood, let's say. Let me zoom out, back out. Right, I'm going to turn the light on. That's me light at the top that you've seen, that's hooked up. I've tidied all the look at the cables on this. I'm going to put the white light on, but I'll normally leave it on red for the refugium that I've set up, which I'm going to show you now. So put the white light on. Oh, that looks more yellow now, don't it? So I might be able to get away with taking this off. That's better. There we go. There we go. So the remainder of the video will go on this. Right. So return pipe comes in. I've got a sock. I think it's 200 micron, 300 micron sock there. I can't remember now, but it's not a like filter type of sock. This is more like a micron material, a mesh that I got from my koi pond. Comes in there. Skimmer seems to have settled down now. It's not skimming any muck, but it's nice and frothy, but it's white froth. There's no muck in it yet. Comes in. I put some rock in there. I've put the I got with the tank, I got 1/2 bag of this medium, and them tubes I've moved those 2. You can see those blocks. I moved out my tank upstairs so I can sow seed in it, if you like, and it's actually got a load of sponge on it. I think almost looks like foam that's growing on it. So that's not died overnight. I thought it might go brown, but it hasn't. And I put some macroalgae in here from my tank upstairs, took it out, put it in here. So I'm hoping that grows well. There's my heater, set to 20, it's about 24, 25 it says on the heater, and the temperature in the tank is 25.8. I've ordered a DD temperature controller, so I'm going to set that up tomorrow. So that will be set up, so I will review that and show you that. I've also set up this nano light that I had on Illumni Asta 20. So let me put this on and I'll show you. So I've got my, I'm using the refugia light, and so let me turn the light off to that. So you can see the reflection. Let me see if I can. You probably can't. No, you can't see it. I can with the naked eye, but you can't. That is, it's strange. Got the lenses on. It's redder than it looks, but there's a UV on there. There's one UV, or red UV, I think it is. That's on full. There's one diode, or one LED. Then there's 8 blues, and then there's 4 whites that are only just barely on, and that gives you that blue look, and that's how I'm going to try and grow it. So I've not got a timer on it yet. I might put a timer on it, but at the minute I'm just going to turn it on and off. So when I go to bed at night, or at night time, I'll have that on, and in the morning I'll turn it off. So it's on for like 12 hours when the lights are off on the tank. Okay, so let me put this back on. So that's refugium light. So let me put this light back on, so we can see again. So that's that. pH is just below 8, which is good. Controller's still working great. Like I say, cable management. Oh, got all the cables were down there, weren't they, and all over the place. So I've really tidied that up now. What I can't believe is the amount of plugs you need. Unbelievable. You think you just need a few. Look at them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There is 11 outlets in there at the minute, and I think that's pretty much all I need. Incredible. So if you're ever designing a tank, put enough outlets in, because you're going to need them. It's unbelievable. I dread to think the wattage. It's all low wattage stuff, most of it. 100 watt each, I think, or 200 watt, I can't remember. But yeah, what I've changed since last time, or what, I had this running on a pump on its own. I set it up now. It's got some carbon in, and when the nutrients get going, I'm going to put some Roaphos or some Purigen or GFO in there to get the phos, you know, to do with the phosphates. So what I've done, I've put the pump, I've cut this, I cut the return off the pump, and I've got this adapter. So what happens now, that's on full, that's on 2,000 litres an hour. Pumps up here into my UV, which I think is 11 watt. It's only a short one. So I've got a UV now, comes in, goes back up to the tank, and there's a lever on the back. So I can isolate it now. So that now is purely running through this because I've isolated it, but let me open it back up before I bloody forget. So that's opened up. So now I can turn that off and just have this running so the tank's isolated, or vice versa. Or I can turn this off, take this out now because it will drain through the sump, take the pump out, and I can drain it through here. And then, so it goes back there, back to the tank, comes up there, out there, blows down, overflows, comes back down, through here, through there, pumps back through here. That's what the skimmer's not using, so that's doing that, pumping back through this. This is just circulating in the dirtiest part. Overflows here into refugium, it goes underneath here, up, over, pump, in, through, return. then and then it comes down there, up there, through there, back to here, and so that creates a bit of turbulence. Now what I've done, pump's on full, however this I've really tweaked down. Really reduced that on the outlet. So it goes in full, but it comes out reduced. So it's got the full amount of pressure going through these. Now finally, that's the UV. Finally, to conclude, hopefully it's going to kick start, get some ammonia going. It's all set up now, all tweaked. So it just leaves me, it's not set up yet, but I've set the marine colour dosing pump up. So that's going to be the alk, calcium, magnesium when I get going, and that's all I'm going to dose. And I'm going to have the containers in there. So the outlets are all connected, look. So I hope that's been of interest. Thanks for watching. Hit the notification button, please subscribe. See you in the next one. Any questions, please ask. I'm going to progress, do another video again soon. Goodbye.